What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Notre Dame versus Navy Week 0 college football matchup going down Saturday, August 26th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Navy Midshipmen from Aviva Stadium in Dublin. Notre Dame coming into this one after a 9-4 year in 2022. Got the win over South Carolina in the bowl game. But you look at a couple of the losses that the Notre Dame Fighting Irish had last season. They started the season with the loss to Ohio State, and that was a respectable loss, if anything. I mean, held Ohio State to 21 points. Lost that game 21-10. But it was the following week, the 26-21 loss to Marshall, that really shook things up for Notre Dame. Had Notre Dame being the talk of the town, and not in a good way in a lot of college football circles. But again, they managed to get back on track. They did take a loss to Stanford, though, later in the season, 16-14. Lost to USC to close out the regular season. And they also faced Navy last year. Now this Notre Dame-Navy game has been a perennial staple the last few seasons. And Notre Dame, for the most part, in the last few years, had really put a beating on Navy. But last year, Navy gave up 35 points in the first half, but actually outscored the Irish 19-0 in the second half and made it a 3-point game. Fortunately, lost that game 35-32, but boy, did the Middies put a scare into Notre Dame in that one. Now it's going to be a change in philosophy for Notre Dame as they go from a very run-heavy team to now bringing in a quarterback that can launch the ball down the field in Sam Hartman. And Hartman, he had almost 13,000 career passing yards, 110 touchdown passes for Wake Forest, 5 seasons of experience. And again, he's got a talented receiving core to work with. A ton of freshmen were brought in by Marcus Freeman. Jaden Thomas has talent. Tobias Merriweather, a ton of potential. And the ground game will still be there for Notre Dame as well. Now, on the other side, you got Navy coming in, the 4-8 season last year, spelled the end for Ken Niumatalolo as coach of the Midshipmen. He was there for a dog's age. It feels like he was there forever. And now, you kind of shift from that traditional heavy run option offense to now, Brian Newberry being promoted from defensive coordinator to head coach, and also bringing in Grant Chestnut, as the new offensive coordinator. Now, the thing is, Chestnut, we saw him sort of implement the same sort of option offense at Kennesaw State. But the difference for me with the traditional Navy offense to the one that Chestnut's going to bring is that they're both option offenses, but Chestnut's offense is going to bring in a little bit more of a wrinkle with the passing game. A lot more short routes, on third down. So those 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10 rushes that the Navy Midshipmen were not being able to convert, in past seasons, we may see a little bit more of a pass attack. And like I said, slant routes to a tight end, or plays in the seam to a slot receiver, and a higher chance of progressing and getting those first downs. And the thing is, Navy, an option offense, tough to stop to begin with, especially when they're a ball dominant offense that controls the clock. But the new clock rules, where the clock doesn't stop on a first down, can make it hard for you to cover these big 20, 21 point numbers that Notre Dame is laying in this spot. I'm not saying it's going to be a 3-point game again, and maybe it's a bit of a sin to go against the Irish in Dublin, but like I said, I don't want to lay 21 points in a game where I think there's going to be a lot of long, sustained drives, and pulling away, I think, is going to be slightly tough in this game. I think the Irish have a potential to win this game by a couple of scores, but I think they win this one by about 17 points, maybe a 31-14 kind of game, or something along those lines. But either way, I still think that the Middies can keep this one within the number. Keep it somewhat respectable. So I'm going to go with Navy plus the 21 points in this one. So all of a sudden, you lay 21, it takes, in today's football, 24 to beat you is probably the most likely outcome at that point. So give me Navy plus the points in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.